And one of the reasons why the buffalo is my symbol, right? If I was Indian, he'd be my spirit animal. Is that when storms come, right? Buffaloes instinctively turn towards the storm, and they run through the storm, and they run to the storm and through the storms, right? And they do this because instinctively they know that if they run through the storm and if they run to the storm and through the storm, they're going to spend less time in the storm. So what we have to understand is that in life, storms are going to come. Life is going to life, right? And we can't avoid it. So the buffaloes know that the storms are going to come, and when the storms come, they can't avoid it. So if they ran away from the storms in fear, they would still be in the storm longer than they would if they would have just gotten the resolve and turned around and ran through the storm. This is woo season. In woo season, that's WOO, that's windows of opportunity. Woo season, windows of opportunity. And one of the things about windows of opportunity is that when opportunities present themselves, sometimes we're not ready for them, right? We're not prepared for those opportunities when they come up. We're not prepared for the moment when the opportunity happens. And what we have to understand is that the moment is the moment before the moment, right? The moment is the moment before the moment. So the moment happens in preparation. It doesn't happen when the window opens. It happens in preparation. And that's what we have to understand. We have to understand that the moment is the moment. The moment is the moment before the moment in a season of preparation. So when opportunities come, when the windows of opportunities come, some people come to the windows of opportunity and they're not prepared. And they get good advice from people, right? People that have some great intentions, and people would say stuff like, hey, fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. I got to destroy this real quick. One, I can't stand it, right? When you say fake it till you make it, I just want you to understand that automatically you put on a mask because you go into it with imposter syndrome. Fake it till you make it. It doesn't have any legs. Fake it till you make it. I mean, if I were to paint a picture for you to describe what this looks like, fake it till you make it looks like, Mike Dillard. I'm gonna use you, Mike Dillard, right? Because you're the host, so I'm gonna pick on you. I can't pick on anybody else, but I'm gonna pick on you. It looks like Mike Dillard, right? On Sunday Night Football, dressed in a Tampa Bay Buccaneers uniform, right? He's dressed the part, he looks the part, but he knows that he hasn't put the time and the work in it. So he knows that he's not ready. And when the game starts, the game's gonna figure him out. So that's the danger of faking it till you're making it. The game will figure you out. The people that you're doing business with will figure you out. The situations when the pressure comes will figure you out. So it's dangerous to fake it till you make it. So let's replace that today, right? Let's replace fake it till you make it with believe and be who you seek to become. Yeah, I'm gonna say that one again. Y'all might not be shouting, but I'm gonna shout on that one. I'm gonna be my own praise corner right here. Believe and be who you seek to become. See, the thing is, believe and be who you seek to become automatically implies that you know where you're going, but you're not there yet, but you're gonna do the things that requires to get you to where you need to be. Believe and be who you seek to become. It says that you're gonna respect the process along the way. Believe and be who you seek to become. See, the thing is, it allows you to be honest. It allows you to be real. It allows you to be authentic. It allows you to have grace when you make the mistakes because you understand that you're still in the process of becoming. I love it. Come on, man. Hey, I'm having fun today. I'm having fun today. I don't know about y'all, but I'm having fun today. I remember when I was young, right? And it doesn't look like it right now, but it is. It's true. I remember when I was young, I actually had a speech impediment when I was my son's age. My son's 10 now. And when I was young, I was doing speech therapy for about 2 years. And my speech therapist told me that she wanted to put me into a public speaking contest. And I'm like, yo, this woman wants to put, the stammerer, that's all, folks. She wants to put this guy into a speaking contest. And I was like, okay, I'm game. And so we would practice for 3 months, 2 days a week, this speech called "Because My Mama Told Me So." It was so cute, guys. I was a little 9-year-old boy. My ears were the same size as they are today. So like literally my face adjusted to the size, right? So it was cute. Like it was cute. Yeah. I was a 9-year-old boy, cute boy, and my hook was, you know how I know? Because my mama told me so. So the first speech that I gave at 9 years old, my son's age, and I got the article and I showed my son the article a couple of weeks ago. The first speech that I did from a guy who was stuttering 3 months prior to that date, I won second place in this speech competition out of 35 students. And did you know they put your little boy on tour? I was going all throughout Palm Beach County to all these different public schools, standing in front of hundreds of students. Do you know how I know? Because my mama told me so. See, the moment was the moment before the moment because I practiced for 3 months leading up to that. I didn't just enter into a speaking competition. And I like to say that it was my first paid speech because I won $1,000 in a BMX bicycle. Can you feel it, brother? Right? I won $1,000 in a BMX bicycle on my first speech at 9 years old. And 30 years later, guess where I'm at? Right here. Your boy's right here doing public speaking. Your purpose shows itself to you when you're younger. Sometimes it's looking at you in the mirror and you don't even recognize it. And what I love about this season in my life, this woo season in my life, is that I'm recognizing that my time is now. Because the word says now faith. It doesn't say yesterday's faith. It doesn't say when you get it all straightened out faith. It doesn't say when you're perfect faith. It says now faith. Now faith. And what I want you to understand is that when we're talking about woo seasons and these windows of opportunity, sometimes we can't experience a window of opportunity because we're not prepared for it. Opportunities don't go away, they just go to others. Understand that opportunities don't go away, they just go to others. See, the thing is, if you don't praise them, the rocks will. Right? If you don't praise them, the rocks will. And the other day, I sat with that thought for a second. I said, hold on a second. How does a rock praise? I said, if you don't praise him, a rock will. How does a rock praise? And then I looked at the comparison contrast between the two elements. You know, the two items that Jesus was describing here. He says, you and then the rock. And what I realized is that I have hands, I have feet, I have breath, I have life, I have mind, I have spot, I have body, I have spirit, I have mind. And I said, oh my God, I got all of that. And then when I looked at this rock was an inanimate object. It had nothing but physical structure. But sometimes, when God shakes you and stirs you up to do something, when He gives you a business idea, when He gives you a concept, when He gives you a talk, when He gives you a word, His shaking and His stirring doesn't move you. But when to shake and stir the rock begin to praise because rocks move. The way that rocks speak is because rocks move. And God has been trying to stir you up. He's been trying to get you to, and you still haven't moved. Rocks speak when they move. Don't let a rock outpraise you. Don't let a rock outmove you because it's actually not equipped to do the thing that you have the natural God-given gift to do. Don't let a rock outpraise you. Don't let it outdo you. And who are the rocks? Who are the rocks? Who are the rocks? See, again, opportunities don't go away. They just go to others. So that business idea that you had, that concept that you had, that relationship that you were working on, but you weren't moving on, other people begin to fill those gaps. Other people begin to fill those seats. Other people begin to take those opportunities. So the question is today, in this woo season of your life, will you be prepared to jump through the window? And I'm going to give you one more story before I get off. I remember I was growing some vegetables. I was growing tomatoes, and I went out to my vegetable garden to look at these tomatoes. And I was like, man, these things look really good because I was on a whole Italian kick, right? I love making fresh bruschetta, right? You know what I'm saying? I like impressing the people. So I cook a lot. I got to cook. I got a chef's kitchen. And so I went out to the vegetable garden. I saw the tomatoes. They looked great, but I had to catch a flight. And so I said, you know what? I'll take this tomato off when I get back from the flight. I'll just let it get riper, right? And so and so I left. I did what I did on my vacation, came back. But when I came back to the garden, what I realized is the tomato that I left, the right tomato that I left on the vine had died. It rotted. It rotted. And it didn't only rot, but it also killed the vine, right? The tomato didn't just only rot, but it actually killed the vine. So the whole entire tree was dead. The whole entire tomato plant was dead. And then all of a sudden, Spirit told me, he says, use what you got before it rots. I don't know if you just got that, but he says, use what you got before it rots. The window of opportunity is not tomorrow. It's not when you feel like it, because delayed obedience is still disobedience. It's not when you feel like it. The window of opportunity is now. So before you lose it, because we are finite beings, God is an infinite God, but we're finite beings, and so is our purpose. Use what you got before it rots and enter in to your woo season. Thank you. I love you guys. I'm out.
Whoa, Mr. Brown, Mr. Brown. Woo, boy, you set that stage on fire. Woo, it's Woo season. Once again, what does Woo season stand for? What's the WOO? Once again, for the listeners in the back.
Window of opportunities. Windows of opportunities. Your windows of opportunities. Woo season.
Okay, now you was a little modest. I heard you did a little walking. You took a couple steps not too long ago. How many steps did you take?
I'm sorry?
I heard you walked a little bit overseas. You was walking. You walked like what, 2-3 steps somewhere?
No, man. I was out of the country for 50 days. I was walking for about 41 days. I walked from France to Spain, or the coast of Spain. So I walked about 561 miles.
561 miles, folks. It's Woo season, folks.
Yeah.
How
Woo
can the
season.
folks
I'm
stay in
gonna
touch
tell
with
you
you?
what, Mike. I walked those 61 miles, Mike, to find my voice, because it was buried for a little bit, and I think that we got it back.